You're live. I hope I is. Oh, let's see who's up this late at night. What up, folks? Well, we'd say I should have brought my phone to be reading on it, but you're on my phone. There's somebody made it in. Hit that thumbs up and holler howdy at me. No, you didn't hit the thumbs up and you didn't holler howdy. Must be one of them that likes to come in and lay low. There you go. Thank you. What up, Alman? That was you that hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. My first one in don't seem to like to hit the thumbs up when they come in. Robert, what's up with you? Whoever that first one was, Alman, I'm not talking about you. I had one in here for several minutes that, I don't know. They never would say howdy. It seems like every time I start this up, I get one that'll come in. Good day, mate. They'll sit there and not say nothing, don't hit the likes button, won't even holler howdy or nothing. I don't get it. Relaxing, ain't you past relaxing? I'm so past relaxing. Oh, the video title, the media and politicians. What's up, Felicia? Steve, howdy. Plum, howdy. How did you sneak in here, Plum? You're supposed to be doing something important. I don't know what, but something. Oh, went and got gas today for the lawnmower, not for Papa Joe. Papa Joe's always got plenty of gas, according to Grandma. I need to do some mowing. Probably knock some of that out tomorrow. Ryan, what's up? Oh, okay, Ryan. Well, appreciate you. They tell me that on some of these you have to click out of the live stream, then click out of the chat, and it'll offer you a likes button, and then you can still hear everything. Then you go back into the chat. I think that's how I've heard them say it. So now we both know. Well, you know, I've been using that Papa Joe gas syndrome as a social distancing device. Whenever I have to go to the store. Oh, I did too, Steve. I watched it. And I actually, believe it or not, went on CNN and MSNBC, both of them a little while ago. And to hear their accounting of it, And just to hear their accounting of the whole deal just aggravates the dickens out of me. You know, I remember, like the president said today, when he was trying to tell people about this nonsense, and nobody wanted to hear him, especially the Democrats and the media. They was all wrapped up in that impeachment nonsense. And then when he cut off China, stopped the traveling back and forth, do y'all remember how nuts the Democrats and the media went? And now here, all this time later, they're saying, oh, but he had several weeks between here and there, and what did he do? What the hell did you assholes do? You know, all you did was fight him and try to make people not believe him. That's what aggravates me. So, but don't get me started. Too late. Well, normally I don't either. I imagine that's the first time in years that I went over to CNN or MNSBC, QLY, whatever their alphabet soup is. But me and Grandma sat here and watched the president today. We watched it live on Fox. And I was cracking up at some of them. Some of them, they had Grandma yelling at them. They were like, and Grandma ain't into politics, nothing like I am. She'll normally sit over there real quietly and just take it in, not say a whole lot, you know, but today she was talking. Warwick, how y'all doing in Australia with all this nonsense? Are y'all flatlining now, about to start downhill in it? What y'all doing? JD, howdy. They're trying to fight something, JD. I don't know what they're trying to fight the president, and the next election is what they're trying. And that's what all their nonsense is all about. They're just trying to set it up, try to set the president up for failure. I think the average American out here can call bullshit bullshit, and they know what we're being fed on most of the media nonsense is bullshit. I mean, come on. All right, Steve? Well, they think we're hitting a plateau here. We're on the verge of starting downhill. Now, that being said, we do have a couple places that they're still going up a little bit. They haven't flattened out yet. They don't know if they've crushed yet. New Orleans, Chicago area, or wherever it is in Illinois, whatever they want to call it. But the majority of America, the two hardest hit as of today, which was our two extreme coast, they're starting to flatten out and start downhill. But yeah, that being said, the way that one female reporter was trying to trap him, he was talking about the power the presidency holds. And boy, they were just trying to get him to say something that they could make bite him in the butt later. And I hate to tell them that in a national emergency, I don't know, I'm not a law professor or none of that, but I imagine in times like this where we have been declared a national emergency, all 50 states are under national emergency, the provinces are. Well, guess what, folks? The president holds a little bit more power than normal, you know? I kept waiting on him to say when they were trying to pin it on him about the governors, I kept waiting on him to tell them that he did not shut down any businesses. He did not put everybody on house arrest or none of that. Our individual governors did that. He repeatedly said when this was heating up so much, he repeatedly said that he was leaving it to the governors. You know, that's each governor's call. They know what's going on in their state. Well, most of them did. Some of them was stupid. Well, He's basically saying the same thing for reopening the country. You know, he's going to give them a somewhat an all clear signal because it won't be everybody. And he's going to let each governor, each state, start opening up as they see fit. 14 people and 5 thumbs up. I guess I'm not a likable old man tonight. Yeah, Felicia, that's the same too that was getting on. Well, there was one female, particular younger female, and then one of the male reporters. Those two was getting on my nerves. Yeah, I seen that, JD. And you notice she was in the back of the club too, right? And then that one moron wearing a face mask in there. Now earlier, if you watched it, he didn't have it on earlier, but later on he put it on to ask his question. But see, whenever they're panning the room and going to zoom in on one reporter, I'm always checking out the other people in the background and stuff. That's kind of like when I'm sitting at a truck stop. I'm not just sitting there staring at my phone. I'm scanning everything around me. Well, I do the same thing when they're panning that room. I'm scanning everything around them. And that guy did not have his mask on earlier. But when it came time to ask a question, he puts his mask on. And Mr. President, if you can hear me through my mask, would you give me a pat on the head and tell me I'm a good boy? You know, come on. And Grandma was saying, well, he won't be one of them that gets sick. I said, every one of them suckers get some kind of testing. They're checked out before they're even allowed to be close to the president and vice president. You know, they don't just let them folks in there. MD, what's up? In Tucson, Arizona. Yep. I've been a people watcher forever. Yep. If you can hear me through my mask, those are kind of make me that bring out the old Papa Joe, and I want to go up there and just, pow! Shut up, stupid. Go back to bed. Oops, did I say that? No, I would go up and pat him on the head and say, yes, we can hear you, sonny boy. Or something. Oh. All right, y'all hit that thumbs up for me. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I'm doing good, MD. How about yourself? I just bored watching TV. Been watching Texas Flip and Move and a couple other things, Street Outlaws. Right? Hiding that fat lip. But I just got bored watching TV, and my sleeping schedule's all jacked up. Grandma's starting to fuss at me about my sleeping schedule. I didn't go to bed until like 5:30 this morning. Then got up at like noon. You work maintenance. Well, is your factory open, or are you just getting in some overhauling and stuff while everybody's down? Matthew, good day. Well, me and Grandma's had lengthy talks about that, Matthew. And I can see where some people think like you do, But me and her, we find it very hard to believe that they can get all these different countries and all these different big shots and whatever they're in and all these organizations. We find it very hard that anybody could get all these people around the world together to fake this thing. Now, I do believe that they totally blew it out of proportion. And I think that was a lot of that was the fault of the media and bad research on some of the doctors and whatnot. I mean, it's quite obvious that they blew the deaths and illness and all that. They just blew it all out of proportion. They panicked, just like all these people that ran to the store to grab toilet paper. Because, we'll never get toilet paper again the rest of our lives if we shut down China. Really? So, along with it, like we've said all along, the president said himself, the federal government was depleted of a lot of stuff, ammunition. When he first told our boys, all right, I'm fixing to cut you loose over yonder to do this, that, and something else. They're like, we can't, sir. He's like, what? Why? Well, we don't have any bullets. It's hard to go to war without bullets, And then when we started having national emergencies and whatnot, he found out that cupboard's empty. So Obama, he emptied every damn cupboard that he could, and he didn't refill them because he wanted to save money to send overseas to his Muslim brothers. He had planes load of money he needed to send over to Iran. So why in the hell would he spend money on America when he's needing to build up atomic weapons in Iran? That sucker needs to go to prison. Well, thank you, Ryan. I hope you've been going back and watching some of my older videos. I'll say it sooner or later. Just a skeleton crew, huh? Well, see, in Texas, we don't have that many skinny people. If we open here, you got to take us fat boys along with skinny ones. I don't know, Steve. I ain't been hearing that a whole lot. But, oh, did you there, Warwick? Well, good for you, mate. I told you all about the 12 rows I got, didn't I? Had a individual tell me they was out at that store at a Walmart. And she said, where my son works, they got some in last night. She gave me the name of them. We're a small town, and I never heard of this place before. I got the address, typed it in my phone, sent it to Grandma, so that when I went out to the car, I could hit it on Google Maps, and I drove over there, and there was a business there by that name. It turned out to be a janitor supply place, and they would only sell it to you by the case, and it was in big old rows that you see in the bathrooms at truck stops. So I got 12 rows of those. That was almost 2 weeks ago, and me and Grandma was almost through the first one. One of our kids came over Saturday for a quick minute to check on us, and they was talking about they couldn't find any. What they had been going through, and I walked in. They didn't even come in the house. They stood outside and talked to us. I came in, I grabbed 2 of them rows and took them out. The daughter-in-law about shit when she seen the shit paper. And I said, take them. Oh, they're for us? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not a dealer. I'm a hoarder. Me and Grandma was holding on to it. Well, tell the wife howdy for me. Well, see, and that's something else. That's what made me aggravated, made me turn off the CNN and all that. There's another woman came out today that said back in 96 or something. I don't remember the exact date. She was working for Joe Biden's campaign, and he got extremely inappropriate with her. Okay, a big no-no. Gotcha. Uh, the media is trying to blow it off. The media automatically turns around and tries to take up for Biden and are attacking her, just like they did anytime Bill Clinton got accused of anything. Now, I want you to stop and remember in the last 4 years, when Trump was accused of just saying something, the media turned on Trump. And that was locker room talk, it was explained away as. Inappropriate? Yeah, especially a man in his position, which he wasn't into politics, but he didn't know there was a hot mic. Somebody recording him to be stupid. And any woman that came out making accusations, they automatically banded up for her, and he was automatically guilty. The same thing with the judge. What was his name? Now I can't think of his name. Corona, who was it? No, the judge for Supreme Court. But anyway, they automatically, the media, started attacking him, and all them women was right. Well, how come now that a woman's came out on Joe Biden, that woman must automatically be wrong, but old Golden Joe's good to go? That's the kind of nonsense that just fires me up big time. So, Warwick's getting hooked up. Well, I tell you what, if she's got an eye for Warwick, then she must be blind in one eye. If y'all ain't seen him, he's an ugly mug. He's a big ugly mug. I'm glad I'm thousands of miles away and saying that about him. All right, Warwick, let us know when you're getting married there, buddy boy. At least you ain't got to worry about your tie being tied, because she can't see anyway. Oh. So anyway, that's the kind of nonsense that drives Papa Joe crazy. I guess Grandma went back to bed. She had been in bed. Got up to take her evening meds and went back to bed. Oh, good thing. But you go trying to kiss me there, big boy, and you're going to learn to be a fighter. You'll be going to the outback again and wrestling with them damn cows. Well, quit doing that, Plum. Oh. So, anyhow, started doing a little bit of stuff here around the house today. Grandma had picked up a big old pizza. They make them at our store. She's had in the freezer. We've gotten their smaller ones before, and they're okay. We like them. This was a big monster of a pizza, and she got it, cooked it today for dinner, and she was saying, that ain't too bad. I said, that sucks. Really? Yeah, I don't like it. So we had some nasty pizza for dinner. There's still 3 pieces I put in the icebox a while ago for her. If she likes it, she can have it. Seeing I got my typical thumbs down earlier on my Sunday message. So any of y'all that ain't watched Sunday message or didn't give it a thumbs up, please go in and give it a thumbs up. We got 2 bedrooms here, don't get used no more. we had started stashing some stuff in one of the bedrooms, and along with a bunch of empty boxes and whatnot. So I carried the empty boxes out and put them in the other bedroom, stashing them to the side. Now we're going to start going through this stuff in this room, categorizing out what gets thrown away, what we're going to keep, what we're going to put in the yard sale. We get done with that, we're going to start on some other stuff. Oh. Pork chops, fried okra, and cucumber salad. Well, now I do the pork chops and the cucumber salad. The fried okra I don't do. I cannot stand okra. Every blue moon, Grandma would get it, like when we go to one of the chicken places, she would get a small one for a side, or a side for a small one, or whatever you want to call it. And I might eat a few pieces of it. And I'm one of them that if I go somewhere and they put it in their gumbo or whatever, no thank you. If I go to Louisiana, I'll literally ask them, do you put okra in it? Oh, yes, sir. Okay, thank you. I don't want none. What? I don't want none. I don't like that slimy shit. Stuff. I don't like that slimy stuff. I grew up eating it. I grew up picking it. And we probably had a 4 or 5 acre garden growing up, and us poor boys had to work that garden all summer, and we did a lot of canning. I mean, Mama did the canning, but we had to get it picked, had to hoe the garden, keep the weeds out of it, have the stuff up to the house all prepared. They told us how much of what to have done up. Mama would work all day and then come home and cook dinner and can all night. Yeah, I didn't realize then how hard life was on that woman. But that okra, I was allergic to it, and you wasn't allowed to be allergic to it. And it broke me out every time I'd go picking it. Then I was forced to eat the nonsense. Oh, I hated it. I hated it. It is slimy. No, not for me. Now, peaches, I love peaches. But now I picked peaches one summer after I'd left home. I went out there and played with the migrant workers, and I picked peaches one summer. Well, actually, I picked them about a week. And they broke me out unless I was wearing a long sleeve shirt and all that. Oh, that didn't last long. But now I'd still eat them rascals. Peach cobbler is my favorite cobbler. Blackberry cobbler would be next. Grandma, she don't mind eating a peach cobbler, but she cannot stand the blackberry or a couple others there. Been snowing in Denver. Well, knock it off. I think it's been snowing a lot farther than Denver here in the last day or two. It's been tornadoing down this way. Do I miss driving? Dude, I've only been out of truck about 3 weeks or so. Thursday, I think, will make 4 weeks. Yeah, Thursday will make 4 weeks. No, I don't miss it. But I am getting bored sitting around the house. So I'm starting to do other stuff. Oh, tomorrow I'll do a little mowing out here. It'll take me a couple of days, the way I'll hit and miss to get everything mowed. Oh, my yard boy don't want to come down here. He's scared. Well, his mother's scared. He's not scared. So she don't want him to come down and work. That's a sore button. We won't push that button, and I can't blame the boy. No, we did a hot bath on our tomatoes, and we peeled them, then put them over in cold water, and we had the big wash tubs that was on a stand and stuff. We had like 4 or 5 of them damn things. Would have 2 or 3 of them filled up. Then Mama would cut them up and she would cook them down. Now we did have a hand crank that we used on apples and whatnot. And luckily there was 4 of us and we got to take turns on it. What up, JJ? Nah, it ain't gonna be June. It's gonna depend upon where you live, Harry, and how it is. I figure probably next week they'll start letting up. Maybe the week after they're gonna start letting up and letting folks go back to work slowly. You know, part of it's going to depend upon what industry you're in, and part of it's going to depend upon how the virus has been affecting your area. Oh, I do not think that we're going to make the fast rebound that the president says. I don't believe it. And y'all got to remember, which the media tries to play him a fool for it, but the president's supposed to pump us up, keep us encouraged. You know, he ain't supposed to be up there being a doomsdayer and trying to scare everybody like the media is doing. The media wants to use these scare techniques and these doomsday techniques just to get people to keep tuning in to see what's going to happen to us next. Well, the president's up there. He's the cheerleader. He's trying to keep everybody's spirits up and cheer us on the TV. And then he goes in the background and he puts on his boxing gloves to fight with Congress and the Senate and everybody else, you know? So no, I don't think we're going to make that sharp V back up that he says, but I do think we'll start going back here in the next couple of weeks and we will make a recovery. Exactly. Fear sells. And the media knows how to sell it. They'll put a pretty little bow on it and sell it to you twice. I just hope that as many people that I hear and see saying that they're a President Trump supporter, that they really are. I hope when it comes election time, everybody realizes that our president has really handled this whole situation extremely well for what he was handed. And I hope they also see the Democrats for what they are and how they've tried to block him once again. I do not understand how the Democratic Party can wish ill will on you and I just to push their agenda. I don't get it. That's right. God doesn't give us a meek spirit, is what it actually says. Now, if y'all haven't checked out my Facebook page, JJ put a link up to it here in a second. I post a lot of the stuff up that I'll be talking about. Now, by all means, do not read posts on there and think that you're figuring out Papa Joe because he posted this. I post up because I find it amusing. I post some of it because I think you should read it. I post some of it just to make people mad. Yes, I'm one of them kind of guys. But that's like I had one of my cousins I ain't talked to in years. Somebody made a comment about Trump, and this cousin made derogatory comments about Trump, and then he did a post. His facts was coming from CNN, and then he fact-checked it with the hill. I just cracked up. I had to make a comment. So, which he probably ain't going to like the comment, but oh well. Well, I hope you're right, Matthew. Well, see, Plum, you can ask Warwick all day long what she looks like, but she don't look. She's blind if she's taking a fancy to Warwick. It's obvious she cannot see. Oh. Oh, you meant what feature she had. My bad. You know, and that brings up a question. I have these random questions float through my head once in a while. But somebody tell me, who in the world cleans up behind a CNI dog? I mean, really. Rest of us have to clean up behind ours, so who cleans up behind his or ours? Just a random thought. I know some of y'all trying to figure it out, ain't you? Well, who the hell does? Oh. Okay, Felicia, go ahead. You give me all them laughy faces. You tell me who does. Oh, JJ, in my head is a scary place to be. She scared you that bad, Warwick? You won't even leave the house now? She can't be that bad. Uh-huh. I got you. I ain't buying it, but I got you. Uh-huh. Y'all are trying. I understand. My boy bought me some industrial texture nitrile gloves, I think it says, and sent them to me. I thought that was nice, that boy. He trying to take care of Daddy. And if he was here, he'd go shopping for me too. But I like to go out and scare people. I like that Mimi on Facebook that says that they like to walk around Walmart passing gas just to prove to people their masks don't work. That's the kind of stuff I'd do. Uh-huh. And like it. Wait a minute. I already have done it. Dadgummit. Uh-huh. All right, y'all chat me up now. I'm running out of nonsense to say. Lordy, it's midnight on the East Coast. Some of you kids are supposed to be in bed. Oh, yeah, Robert, that's me. I'm the chick magnet. And I have to remind Grandma that once in a while. I don't know why. It seems like every time I do, she breaks out laughing. I don't get it. Nope, you would be wrong, JJ. I've been sitting in that damn chair over there so much. All right, Warwick, take it easy, mate. I know it's beer 30 in Australia. Oh, he's leaving. You done scared him off. Warwick has left the building. Well, that's like Little Joe. I shot him a message. They hit his area about 3 o'clock his time. Oh, I shot him a message asking him if he was all right. I was watching the radar. He's over there in Georgia. Said he made it through his area about 4 o'clock and he went back to bed. Said there for a while, every few minutes his alert was going off. Then it didn't help Daddy sent him a message. That's probably what it is. He had to get off here so he could go talk to her. That's all right. That ugly old dog, he needs to find loving too. Well, according to them radar maps I was seeing, it got pretty nasty. It went north of us. Yeah, that's what Little Joe said. Said his phone kept going off. Oh, but he's up there by Athens. Oh, up there northeast of Atlanta. Yeah, I seen where it hit Monroe. They showed pretty well. It was in the Monroe area. I don't know that it was Monroe. I've had to drive through so many of them areas that's gotten hit before. I just hate it. What up, Nate? Picture my boy over there where he's looking at me, sitting at this angle. All right. Let's see, you're over there around Augusta, right? Every once in a while, Little Joe would have to go to Augusta for the VAs. All right, folks, I guess I'll let y'all go. I did want to jump on here to holler howdy. Don't have a whole lot more complaining to do. Well, I do, but you don't want to hear it. Oh, y'all just keep the faith and remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Good night now.